Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we will understand what is Git, how company uses it, and how it eases the software developers, engineers to work efficiently without losing any code. So let's get started. So as you know, most of the software developers or engineers or data engineers face a lot of challenges. So one among those challenges, the code versioning. So every data engineer or a developer faces this problem. Imagine a situation where you have developed a pipeline, everything worked yesterday. When you made these changes, some part of the pipelines failed. Now you're confused which version of the code has been changed and which file folder or the script the change has undergone so that this has led to the failure. Now you start comparing files. You maybe copied the project into the another folder, maybe with renamed with different files, or the small changes you made hours ago is a bit confusing. You still try to recover the working code. So the hours of time or the effort is just gone in finding the right version of the code. So in order to fix this, we have to come up with a system. So what if you could go back in time? Like assume that could have instantly restored yesterday's working version, or you could compare today's code with the last week's code in just few seconds. That is exactly what Git provides. So you can restore any version. So you don't have to worry about the changed versions. Suppose you have changed one set of code yesterday and you have saved one set of code that are available for comparison, and you can recover the yesterday's version in seconds, and also you can compare it with today's version. This is the system that is built in order to keep your project so organized without any disruptions. That is why companies started using Git. So let's understand like why companies choose Git as the platform. Git, imagine spending 3 weeks over a complex data pipeline and then accidentally there are few lines of changes. Without Git recovering that previous version of the code, or even the days of effort is gone waste. So with Git, with just few clicks, you will be able to get it back. That's why companies use Git. Now, let us understand what is Git exactly. In technical terms, we tell Git is a distributed version control system. It sounds a bit technical, but it is actually simple. Git tracks every change made to your files over time. So instead of creating folders like project final, new, etc., we here Git stores everything in one place and remembers every version automatically. So it also allows multiple developers to work at the same project without overwriting others' work. That is why companies use Git. So, is there any platform apart from Git? Why do companies trust Git? That's the major question, because there are four major reasons why companies trust this Git. So first thing is there is no code loss. Suppose you would have written a code is been committed to Git, and whatever the changes you have made, there is a version control. You can go ahead and check the code. There is no code loss. And second thing, teams can collaborate without conflicts. So there is no conflict between the teams, and the dependency is also less. And to complete your work, so you can develop your things parallelly. The project delivery becomes faster. Everything is organized. All the projects have been in a fast-paced manner. Like projects get delivered soon because the project is organized over a system called Git. So you can always now go and check who has changed what and when. So because of this, finally projects move faster because developers can simultaneously work instead of waiting for one another. So let's see how this Git changes everything. So before it used to happen is the developers used to maintain multiple project folders like version 1, version 2, final, etc. So this quickly became more confusing and stuff. So once Git was introduced, the system was introduced. Now there is one repository for the project and it has unlimited storage of history, and you can safely experiment new ideas. And if something breaks, you can just go back in just one click. And we can safely experiment, you can just go back. That's the real power of this version control inside the Git. Now, let us understand how the whole Git system really works. So there are four major steps. First, you write the code. Maybe you're developing a SQL script or a pipeline. Then you commit it. It's like saving your progress, or I can tell it as saving the progress of your script. Then step three, push the changes to the GitHub so that everyone can access it. And the fourth step is where the developers pull your latest version. Whatever the script you have put there, the developers pull it. It operates in a very simple work. So here, when the team pulls, they have access of the updated script. So this is how the companies use Git in their regular process. So now Git in real data engineering project, how it works. So let us see how data engineers actually use Git. Suppose we are writing SQL queries. So in a real-time data engineering project, you can still write, track, and manage the SQL queries without losing any previous version. Same thing applies to the ETL workflows. All the JSON files can be managed easily, keeping the pipeline change recorded, collaborate with the PySpark notebooks, and restore the working code anytime. So you will manage the Fabric, Azure, and other cloud products with. This is how the other platforms also collaborate with Git so that each and every progress of the project is saved properly. So in Git, there are some common terms. Let's explore each one of them. So this is a central place for managing your entire project. There is a repository, there's a commit, there's a branch, there's a merge, there's push, pull. Now the repository and branch example. So let us see all these terms with one example. Now, first thing is, suppose you have to develop a student management system. First thing is you need to create a repository. So you will need to create a repository with the project name, that is student management system, to store all the project files, that is the login files, student and the database files, etc. We can just pull the branch to develop the attendance module. Now you created the repository. Now you are assigned to develop a attendance module. Instead of modifying the main project directly, you create a new branch with a feature, that is attendance feature. So this will not affect the main branch. Now comes the saving part. Okay, you have developed the new feature. Now it's time to save it. Saving is nothing but committing to the main branch. So after completing your attendance module, you will save your work with a commit message added attendance module. And this will create a new project version. Basically, you have saved it. Now it's time to push it. So as of now, whatever you have done is in your local system. You need to push it to the GitHub repository where the team can access it. So you will push the code from your local to the GitHub repository so that team can access it. The attendance module has been pushed to the main repository. So now it's about integrating the things. So now you have pushed your review attendance feature. It will be reviewed by one of the developers or senior developers. Then the branch is merged and making the feature part of the project. Like you have created a feature. Now you need to integrate with the main project. Your student management system is your main project. You need to merge with it. So you will use, after the review is done, you will merge it to the main branch. Then you will pull. Now comes the pull. Now your feature is officially merged to the main branch. So now other developers will pull this latest code from GitHub, updating their local project with the attendance module. So this is how the whole process of the Git works together. So in order to summarize, which acts as a central repository or a central project management system where the files and the artifacts are kept in a proper place. So this is an overview of Git.